How would you like to work with a group of sellers and buyers that would give you constant listings, give you constant sales, and be your best friends for life, where you can make a ton of money off them? I'm Chris Stafford, 30 plus year listing agent in San Francisco. I'm also the founder of the Listing Collective. Hit the link down below and let's talk more about your business and how I can help you 10x your listings. But how would you like to work with a set of sellers and buyers that will just blow your mind? Stay to the end because I'm going to give you a free gift that's going to be really super cool. But it is really important that you go and seek out investors and developers. Investors are like the gift that just keeps on giving. And how do you deal with investors? Okay, well, number one, the way you find investors is through your network, through your service providers. You know, talk to your attorneys, talk to your CPAs, talk to your investment advisors, talk to your sphere of influence. I mean, that's how I have worked with so many investors and developers over the years. But the key is once you start working with these investors, they have a special language. They have a special way they do business. And it's nothing like grandma selling their house, you know, with the floral wallpaper and all that kind of stuff, because they don't care about any of that stuff. They are so unemotional about selling and buying, but you do have to speak their language. And their language is all about return on investment. How fast can you sell this thing? What's my rock bottom price that I think that I can sell this thing? What's my ROI if I put in a new bathroom? I'm working with an investor right now who's in the process of selling a 2-unit building in San Francisco. He thought he was going to do a light remodel, and we were going to put it on the market actually this week. And he made a decision that, based on our conversations, that his ROI would be a lot greater if he would just put in new windows, new kitchen, and new bathrooms in a 2-unit building. So it's probably going to be another couple months. But these are the conversations that you have with investors. You need to speak their language. And you also need, next point, is you have to have off-market deals. Investors love nothing more than having an off-market deal. So I don't know, talk to your grandparents, talk to any old people that you know, talk to your network, your sphere of influence, talk to other listing agents. Compass has a feature called Coming Soon. That's something that you could dive into. But the bottom line is they love off-market deals. They like nothing better than off-market deals. And it really shows them that you're on top of it and you're absolutely going to give them the best service possible. Another thing is you have to be lightning fast. You have to be, you know, answering their phone calls immediately, because trust me, if you're not on top of things, you're not answering their calls and their messages right away, they'll go find another real estate agent just as fast as you can blink an eye. Seriously. So you have to be really lightning fast with everything and have a good investor package. This is something that I think is really important. So whether it's a general package, like I have my statement of qualifications, if you want to learn more about that, hit me up at the link below. But I have a statement of qualification that's sort of like a general package as to how I work with sellers and investors in general. But also for each particular property, you know, you're going to want to include, you know, a profile of the property, comps for the property, how much money, what needs to be done to the property, how much money needs to go into it, what's your ROI on that. Make sure you have some kind of investor package that you can give these guys, because you're going to come out smelling like a rose if you have something like that. And the other thing too is stay in touch with them. You want to stay in touch with investors like nobody's business. Be proactive. You know, talk about off-market listings with them. Reach out to them. Connect with them. Don't wait for them to call you. This is super important. One thing that I realize is that you really have to, when it comes to investors, they need to know that, even if you're not, they need to know that you're thinking about them all the time. So make sure that you're always reaching out to them, always messaging them, and you're just going to be the greatest real estate agent ever if you just constantly stay in touch with them. And another thing, be a connector. All right. Like for me, I have a stable of contractors that I can connect with my investors. I have professional people that I can connect with my investors. I've got a great CPA. I've got a great tax preparer. I've got a great investment advisor. Attorneys, whatever it is that they need, everything from attorneys down to cleaning people, you want to be able to connect them. And also have a great money source. There's another great tip. For instance, if anybody's interested, I've got a great guy in the San Francisco Bay Area that basically has a unique way of giving out bridge loans to sellers, and he's a great source of money. He's got access to over $350 million that he wants to use for bridge loans, investments, whatever it is that makes sense. When you have somebody like that in your back pocket, investors love it. They eat that up because they know that you're really well connected. So you definitely want to be a connector in your particular marketplace. And then finally, one thing you can't do is the big no-no is don't overpromise. If you say, oh yeah, I can get you, a piece of raw land in the next 7 days, and you don't, you're going to look like a fool. Say no, that you'll work on it, but tell them no. Be honest with them because investors really appreciate that. They love the honesty, and they know that you can't be all things to all people, but you can work on it and try to find something or someone or something that will work for them. So don't overpromise and come out smelling like a bad, rotten piece of food, because that investor will not like that and not want to work with you in the future. So the bottom line is, find investors through your SOI, find investors through your network, find investors and developers that can work with you, because they literally will be a never-ending source of listings and sales for you. It's so important. It's been an amazing experience for me. And sometimes they're hard to find, but it's worth the effort to find those people, make those people your best friends, invite them to family dinners, whatever you got to do to get in like Flynn with those investors, because you will not be sorry. All right, listen, if you want a copy of my free book, Massive Abundance, How to Create Passion, Purpose, and Prosperity in Your Life, just put book in the comments below and I'll make sure that I get that over to you. But in the meantime, you make it a great day and find those investors.